Always using a base coat under your builder gel. Take your edge base coat. And what you need to do is just take a small amount of this. We're just going to do a really thin layer on this prep nail. Okay, so how we're going to do this is we're going to do small scrubbing motions, brushing up to that free edge, making sure that that product has got into that prep nail, and it's going to provide a really nice firm grip and a nice base for your builder gel to go on. Leave a very small margin around the edge, don't flood your sidewalls and cuticle, and cure for 60 seconds. Then we're going to do a thin layer of your builder gel. So get your chosen builder gel, a small amount on the brush, and we're going to repeat this process and mirror exactly what we did on that base coat. We're not going to leave any lumps at the cuticle. We're not going to leave any lumps at the free edge. We're going to do this really slow and really steady. Now this is builder gel, so you don't need to cap. So just make sure that that product is nice and even, and give it a few seconds to just self-level out. Pop it in the lamp and cure for 60 seconds. You've now got two really strong layers there to build on. Now this layer that we're doing now is what we would call our slip layer, and it's called a slip layer because it's what we would put a small amount of structure bead on in order to build the structure for this nail, to give it some strength and stability. So this layer is super thin and it mirrors the other two layers perfectly. There should be no excess anywhere. It should be just a nice thin layer that we can use as a vessel to move our structure bead around. That is how much we need for a structure bead, not a huge blob. Okay, so I'm going to offload that at the cuticle and just push it very gently into that cuticle area. Not pushing too much because obviously we don't want to flood, and then with very small floating movements move down to that free edge, move the product down, but don't move it all down. You are just moving the end of the bead towards the end of the nail so it tapers out. We'll then use a liner brush to move that product into any areas we feel we need to. So down the side walls, pull back those side walls. Move it onto the free edge if you need to. You can also, if you've got a little bit of a culmination of product at the end of that free edge, you can also use this liner brush to move it back. Usually if you've got a bump at the free edge, you've got a dip in the middle. So as I'm doing here, move that product backwards into that area where it's needed, that strength area, that apex area where it's needed. And please allow it to self-level. Self-leveling is your best friend and it will give you the best possible finish. Once you are happy, pop it in the lamp for 60 seconds to fully cure. Once you've done that and you're happy with that, you're ready to buff, file or apply gel polish.